Sawadee I'm JP Mestanza. It's Thursday, August 11th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by ppcphuket.com. 23 million baht is being spent on improving a 1 kilometer stretch of Sakti Det Road leading to Cape Panwa, with officials hoping to make it safer more than a year after a crash involving a high-profile resident of Phuket brought attention to the complaints by locals. The project was announced at a public hearing at Wichit municipality offices this week, with the project costing 23 million baht. That money will be used to widen the road and to improve the road surface, though it will cause traffic delays while the project is carried out. The meeting was also held to hear local residents' opinions on the project, though many have been, for years, calling on officials to improve certain sections of the road to reduce accidents, including the Ao Nam Bo curve in front of the Ao Nam Bo school on Sakti Det Road. Officials finally decided to take action only after the owner of the upscale Sri Panwa resort, Ousted Isara, slammed his vehicle into a roadside power pole at speed at the site in March 2021. He was left comatose after the accident, but regained consciousness soon after, according to health officials. Officials remained silent about the accident until pressure from locals forced them to publicly recognize the high-profile incident, and police, for days, declined to confirm or deny whether he had been tested for alcohol. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A series of high-profile inspections of land encroachment in Phuket conducted by the National Anti-Corruption Commission has so far yielded no proactive results. The news came at a meeting at Phuket Provincial Hall this week with the Phuket governor and several members of the local office of the National Anti-Corruption Commission, the NACC, in attendance. It came after site inspections of 3 mangrove forest areas on Tuesday, all involving corruption, including the sites in Mu 6 in Wichit, in Soi Klangtong 1 in Wichit, and in Soi Na Saitang 1 in Ratsada. They're all part of ongoing probes into whether the encroachment was facilitated by corrupt officials on the island, although people are still occupying those areas and waste is being dumped into, fenced with barbed wire, in at least one of the areas in the Soi Klangtong area. Meanwhile, residential buildings have been built in the mangrove forest area in Ratsada. However, the meeting was told no concrete information had been uncovered on which to proceed with corruption charges, according to reports. The investigations began after the Royal Thai Navy started its own investigation into claims of encroachment into a protected mangrove forest area near Klong Mudong in Wichit back in May. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The number of victims in the fatal fire at the Mountain Bee entertainment venue in Chonburi province has risen to 16. A 23-year-old sailor died on Tuesday at Chonburi Hospital after suffering severe injuries during last Friday morning's fire. The blaze tore through the pub on August 5th, with the death toll now at 16, with 55 people injured. The local health office stated that 30 of those injured remain in hospital, 16 of whom are still in critical condition. Officials are still investigating the cause of the fire at the altered venue that was not licensed to operate as a pub, only as a restaurant. The owner of the venue has confessed to all charges and is out on 300,000 baht bail until his next court date. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The Thai government will allow Sri Lanka's ousted president Gotabaya Rajapaksa to stay temporarily in the kingdom. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha told the meeting yesterday that permission was granted for humanitarian reasons, with the Foreign Affairs Minister of Thailand saying that Rajapaksa may arrive in Thailand today after temporarily staying in Singapore. Asked if Thailand could deny Mr. Rajapaksa entry, Mr. Don Pramudwinai said Thailand was able to, but the government believed his stay would not cause any trouble for the country. In addition, he stated that the Sri Lankan government did not oppose the decision. Mr. Rajapaksa fled his island nation last month amid unprecedented unrest triggered by Sri Lanka's worst economic crisis in 7 decades, and days after thousands of protesters stormed the president's official residence and office. The retired military officer landed in Singapore on July 14 via the Maldives. He then resigned from the presidency, becoming the first Sri Lankan president to quit mid-term. Rajapaksa has not made any public appearances or comments since leaving Sri Lanka, and Singapore's government said this month that the city-state had not accorded him any privileges or immunity. Rajapaksa's successor has said previously that the former president should refrain from returning to Sri Lanka in the near future. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket is preparing to host a range of official ceremonies and candle lighting events for this Friday, August 12th, which marks the 90th birthday of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, widely celebrated throughout Thailand as Mother's Day. This Friday will also see most government offices on the island closed, including the Phuket Immigration Office, the Employment Office, and the Land Transport Office, although there will be no ban on the sale of alcohol. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thanks for joining us here on this Thursday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We'll be off on Friday, but we'll be back next week. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.